Video marketing is everywhere and it's become incredibly accessible. Think about how many hours you spend watching video content. I can't tell you how many times I will be working and I'll be like, oh, I need to grab my phone because I need to send this email, and I pick it up and I don't even get to the email right away. I instantly open TikTok or something and 20 minutes has passed by and I just spent all of this time scrolling. You kind of get on autopilot. So if people are already spending all of this time consuming video content, why not take advantage of the opportunity to market to them? Let's talk about why video marketing works. For starters, you might be thinking to yourself, video is not for me. I don't want to be on camera. I don't want to market myself. I don't want to learn how to edit. I don't want to, go down that road. It just seems like a big headache that I am not ready to deal with. And if that's the case, you're missing out on a huge opportunity. There are so many different ways to utilize video in your business that maybe doesn't include you being on camera. And if you haven't figured out how to work video into your business yet, then maybe you just haven't gotten creative enough. I know that sounds a little bit brutal, but that's what I'm here for. Let me show you some of the reasons that you should be using video marketing, and if you decide to, how you can make it work for you. Video does take time, yes, but it also saves you time in the long run. Think about your most commonly questions asked by customers. You do get the same questions over and over and over, and you feel like you're repeating yourself. And sometimes your business might be a little bit complicated and you have to go into these long explanations. And maybe you don't have time to jump on a phone call, or maybe you don't have time to sit down and write out a lengthy email, but you would have time to quickly just copy a link to a video that you created that explains all of these things with a quick little email that you could send out to your customer every time this question is asked. Let's say you decide to start a YouTube channel. At this point, you're basically creating an incredible library of information that you could be sending to your customers all the time, that your salespeople could pull videos from your channel and send them out to clients. Maybe you just send them to your YouTube channel. Maybe they're not quite sure if they want to become a customer. They don't fully understand what your product is or how it can benefit them. So you send them to your channel and now they've got 100 videos that they can watch on how it works and if it should work for them. And they get to kind of do this voyeurism thing where they get to look and decide, hey, is this somebody I want to work with? Is this a product that makes sense for me? They can really start to think about what's the catch. And then they see there is no catch. This really is something I want. Send them to your YouTube channel and give them the opportunity to sort of make the decision for themselves. It's going to save you a lot of time trying to sell to people. They also might be somebody who, after watching a few videos, decides this isn't for me. Well, now you didn't waste your time on the phone or emailing back and forth with these clients because they came to that conclusion themselves without wasting your time. So there's two different ways you could think about doing this. You could create a YouTube channel, right? You're marketing to people. We have a ton of videos that go into how you can market with YouTube, check those out. But you start with creating your YouTube channel. And then from there, you start to see these questions that people are asking and you're like, oh, I could answer it with this video. But you could do it the reverse situation. You could say, here's the top 50 questions that I always get asked by customers. Let's make videos around that. And then maybe you're doing kind of a hybrid system where you're using keyword research, the classic way we like to pick which kinds of videos we're gonna do. But then you throw in a few that you're like, I know that these are the top 5, maybe it's not 50 questions, it's kind of a lot. These are the top 5 questions I always get asked. I'm gonna make a series on those 5 questions. Something that we are really, really big on is multi-purpose content and repurposing content. So if you are going to take the time to make videos, think of 7 different ways that you can use each and every video so that it's really worth that time you're taking away from your business. Think of it this way. You have your library of content on YouTube, right? Your 10 to 12 minute videos. Then you take those, you cut them into 60-second to 3-minute videos for Instagram and TikTok. You can also put them on Facebook. You can put them on LinkedIn. You can take the audio, turn them into podcasts. Then you take those, you send them out, you create email campaigns. I don't know how many businesses, they make one video, they put it on Facebook, hope it does something, put a little bit of money behind it, and then never really go back to it ever again. Why not take the time to make one really, really good video and then use it in so many different places that Let's say it doesn't really work that well on Instagram. That's okay. It's over here working for you on TikTok. It's over here working for you on YouTube. It's working on your LinkedIn. It was a way that you were able to answer a customer's question without having to jump on the phone. I think a lot of people are intimidated by marketing, right? Because in a lot of cases, marketing is kind of a gamble. It's like, I'm going to put money into something and I'm going to hope that it works. I'm going to hope that what I'm doing is going to bring dollars back into my business, but there's really no guarantee. So we like to think about creating usable content first and then marketing second, right? So you're going to create content that can be used in all of these different places, that can be useful in your business regardless of whether or not you make money off of it in your marketing. But then from there, you use all these strategies to market and grow organically on YouTube or TikTok or Instagram. You're not putting money behind them. So the money that you put behind is creating the video. Then from there, you use all organic growth on all of the different platforms. So it becomes a lot less risky. It does take time to build, right? It takes time to build an audience, for YouTube to really notice you, for the algorithm to start pumping you out. But while, your 60th video is out there working for you, your first video is still growing. This is just a way to make your marketing the least risky you possibly can. The other reason video marketing is so powerful is that it allows you to reach so many more people than you can in a lot of different ways. For a lot of our clients, we've helped them create courses and then funnels that lead to those courses. So let's say you have a brick and mortar business and you can really only service the people within, let's say, 20 miles of you. People aren't going to drive much further for your type of business. Well, if you create a course on what it is that you do, well, now you can reach people all over the country or even all over the world. An example of this would be a dog trainer, for example. Let's say she can only take on so many clients. There's only so many hours in a day. But if she's able to make a course and then market herself online, then people are able to buy her course and she's able to reach all of these other people that she wouldn't normally be able to. She could also upgrade, her clients that she's servicing to these extras where they can get videos from her, that they can work on things at home, so that it's not just something that she's only working with them when they're in person during their appointment. Now, the question is, do you have to be the person on camera in order to make these videos work? And the answer is no. Now, if you're going to create a YouTube channel that's something about your business and you're doing it as a way to educate people on your product, I would highly suggest that you are the person to do it, or somebody in your company that's extremely knowledgeable and the most comfortable on camera. There's also plenty of ways you can hire somebody to do a voiceover, write out what it is that you want to talk about and shoot B-roll and show things in that way. Again, if we go back to the idea of you're like, I don't want to do any of this, there are plenty of services of people that can come out and do all of this content for you so that it's not something that you have to focus on. If you are looking for somebody to do this for you, we do have a full A to Z service where we'll do pre-production, production, post-production, and post all of your videos for you on your YouTube channel, help create those repurposed clips, and look at all of the different ways that you can be utilizing video in your company. So make sure to click the link in the description below called Talk to a Producer. Don't miss out on the opportunity to get started making video content. I don't think it's going anywhere. It's only growing. It's only becoming more popular. So now is a good time to get started. It's okay if you're starting from the beginning. If you're like, I'm not really sure what I'm doing, just start experimenting. Start with one platform, maybe start with your longest form platform, and then you can keep all of that footage and go back 6 months later, and create those repurposed clips. It's not something that you have to do all at once if you're feeling overwhelmed. The important thing is that you just get started somewhere. We are your video allies. You've got this, we've got your back, and we cannot wait to see what kind of content you create.